Hi guys, it's ASBYT and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes in the manufacturing of some of your favourite tech? What secrets lie behind closed factory doors? Well, today it's time to expose said secrets. I've been super excited to share this with you, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. Right, so the factory in question was at the Meridian offices. Now, Meridian are a company who are one of the driving forces behind the success of some of the latest audio products from LG, including the very popular LG XBoom Go range of speakers. Now, shortly we will get to the behind the scenes factory footage, but first a little more on who Meridian are, what they do, and a few examples of some of their standalone products, including this set of speakers which cost £48,000. So Meridian Audio was founded in 1977 and they were the first company to produce a digital surround sound processor, but also the world's first DSP digital active loudspeaker in 1989. Now, this technology can actually be seen in most of the soundbars and portable and Bluetooth speakers available on the market today. Meridian also has another goal, approach and subsequent market for its wide range of personal products. So we have Des here, of course, who is one of our experts at the Meridian offices, and I'm just going to ask him the question. Des, what makes these 48,000 and why are they so much better than, you know, a pair of Bluetooth speakers, for example, that you'd pick up in a store for 100, 200 pounds?
Yeah, it's a good question and a valid one. Well, these are the DSP 8000 special edition speakers, and they're the ultimate expression of what we do here at Meridian, really distilling all of our knowledge and experience designing and building since 1977 into one particular product. Now, the speakers themselves are crammed with very sophisticated electronics and a lot of our DSP engineering, mechanical design. But what we're really looking to achieve with speakers like this is an emotional experience for our customer, whether they're listening to their favorite piece of music or they're watching a film and they're hearing a soundtrack. The idea is to convey the original experience to the end user without them having to worry too much about what's happening in the background. Ultimately, what they're doing is trying to give the listener the experience of listening to the original event, whether that was something that's been represented in a film or a performance, or even something that happened only electronically on the digital audio workstation in a studio. All of these things happen to our customer when they're listening to our speakers. And we kind of hope they sort of forget that they're speakers.
Obviously there's a lot of tech that goes into it, but it's more the actual end user experience that you're focused on.
Absolutely, yeah. For that sort of price, you've really got to connect with people's emotions and so on. And yeah, they may be reassured with the facts and figures behind the speaker, the credibility of a company like ours and all the work we've done. But yeah, it's all about feeling the emotion of whatever it is you're into in your home.
Now, after these demos and interviews, we made our way behind the public offices to the secrets of the factory floor. Firstly, we passed almost like a museum of products that Meridian have been involved in creating, including my personal favourite, this F80 made in conjunction with Ferrari. Now, of course, recently it's been all the rage for smartphone manufacturers to collaborate with car brands, but it's refreshing to see that these relationships were built in other areas of tech as well. Also in this space was a list of some of the technology that goes into some of the current LG speakers, which of course we'll touch on later, and there was a timeline of some important occurrences in Meridian's history, including one truly historic claim to fame.
Well, this timeline shows some of our key products through the years and also some of the technologies we've developed here at Meridian. One we particularly like to point out is here, the development of MLP, Meridian Lossless Packing, which was a compression system used initially on DVD audio, which was licensed through Dolby, but a few years after that we sold the technology to Dolby and it became Dolby True HD, the compression that's used on every Blu-ray player throughout the world, and has now gone on to become the core technology within the Dolby Atmos system as well.
Then I was led into the factory to expose the secrets of the latest tech finding its way into some of the LG product line this year. I got to see firsthand the production line of some of the components being made. The precision and craftsmanship of these machines was a real eye-opener, and I felt really privileged to be able to learn how some of these products get made. My favourite part had to be this soldering process, which I could watch all day. It really was great to see each painstaking stage of the process from the start to the finished product. Something that of course you often forget when just walking into a store and picking up a new device. A few more mid-construction products, including this wicked torpedo speaker, and then I was led into a very special room. Here lies a type of acoustic chamber where they test all of the products during the creation process so that they can fine-tune any bits of equipment that don't meet their exceptional high standards. I was actually allowed to go inside the room and close the door behind me, which was awesome. The deafening silence and atmosphere was truly epic. The only problem was that they left me closed in the room for the rest of the day. I'm joking, of course. As soon as I was finished, they let me out. After this, we headed back to the office space and I got hands-on with the latest and greatest speakers from LG, including the XBoom Go PK3, PK5 and PK7, all of which, of course, use Meridian technology inside.
Real talk, true religion. It's in the blood, in the genes, in the stitching.
They range in size and price, with the PK3s being the smallest and the PK7s being the largest. My personal preference in terms of size is probably the PK5s, but the range certainly caters for all. The speakers use Meridian's DSP or digital signal processing technology to provide a microscopic level of control over the audio signal, which in layman's terms means that the sound produced is not only natural, but also three-dimensional and ridiculously easy to listen to. Even at the top volumes, the sound doesn't distort, which of course is pretty rare in a consumer product at this price. With 4 unique high-quality EQ modes: standard, enhanced bass, clear vocal, and a combination of enhanced bass and clear vocal together. As a result, you can tailor the sound output to your tastes. Also, the thumping bass and the flashing lights on the sides are great features. Now, the white range of the LG XBoom Go series are due to be launched on Amazon in July, and to be honest, I think they look even better than the black versions. Now, next up, I had the chance to speak to Joe, who also works for Meridian and works closely with the LG products that use Meridian technology. During this short interview, I asked him about the LG XBoom Go range of speakers, which are currently one of the most popular Bluetooth speakers on the market. Joe, for people at home that might be looking to spend that sort of amount of money on a speaker, why is it different from others that are on the market right now?
Cool. So what I think it makes it slightly different is that we put our experience in psychoacoustics, DSP and electroacoustics from a high-end perspective into a consumer product.
Also on show were the LG XBoom AI ThinkQ smart speakers with built-in Google Voice Assistant compatibility. Now, I currently do have these LG products at home and the sound quality is excellent across the board, and having a smart speaker for sure comes in very handy. Finally, before I headed for home, they let me into one more secret room where there was a cinema set up to showcase the £48,000 DSP 8000s in a home theatre environment. And although I really did enjoy the visuals from the large screen, it was, as you might expect, the sound that was the most impressive part. And if I'm ever fortunate enough to buy a house with that sort of space for a setup like this, then you're all invited over to enjoy an experience like this. It really is insanely good. And one quick message to the guys who showed me around the factory and office space. Firstly, thanks very much. And secondly, don't worry, the secret that you pretty much just watch movies all day in this cinema room when you should really be working is safe with me. Whoops. So that pretty much draws to a close my Meridian factory tour. I really hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it, and hopefully you liked being able to see the kind of other side and some of the stages and technology that goes into making some of the products that you know and love. If you did and would like to see more stuff like this, then it would be great if you could drop a like on the video to let me know. And if you enjoy everything tech, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that when I post future videos, you are notified. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. Says ASBYT, peace out.